So I'm here in Tzanchaj, Guatemala, near Santiago Atitlan, at the school that they named after me. It had nothing to do with the naming of the school, but of course it touches me deeply. It's called Escuela David Lamote. And this is the new location of the school, and we have some temporary classrooms right now that are beautifully painted and decorated with festive things that make them welcoming. And these two little chicas here are playing while they wait for the other kids to return. They were a little bit late to school today, so they missed the field trip, sadly. But they're hanging out waiting, and the other kids will be back soon. But as you can see, the classrooms are beautifully welcoming and decorated. Um, and these girls right here are very happy. ¿Estás feliz? ¿Están feliz? ¿Los dos? Oh, okay, qué bueno. Um, so these are temporary quarters for the school right now. These buildings were here when we got here, so they've just been kind of decorated and converted into classrooms. And we've split one of the classes into two parts because these rooms are very small. They're not designed to be classrooms. So we're getting ready to build a whole new school building, hopefully in partnership with Rotary International. We're working on a grant with them. And so my Rotarian friend Sharon is here with us on this trip. This is the next classroom. You can see what they're doing day by day in the class if you speak Spanish, and you can read all that. There's the daily class schedule. And these folks just really care about these kids. It's got a really different feel from so many of the schools I've been in. ¿Quieres decir algo a la gente en los Estados Unidos? ¿Quieres decir hola? What's up, Edge? So, I think the kids are coming back pretty soon, but I wanted to show you what this property looks like. This is the property we bought in the fall with the help of so many friends who pitched in to make this happen. Since just a couple of months ago, in order for this school year to start in January, in Guatemala, school runs from January to October. So this room was built sort of hastily as another temporary classroom with help from a donor up in the States who chipped in to make this classroom happen. Again, this is a pretty temporary structure, but it's working just fine for now. And so over here, we actually bought two lots, and the last time I was here, they were separated right down this line, down the middle. But now that's all cleaned up. In early January, late December, the parents of the students all came out here and cleaned up this land. There's more cleaning up to do, but they really did an extraordinary job of getting it dejunked. And so we've got this space now where we're going to be building a whole new school building with 3 classrooms, and we're going to build it with rebar out the top so that if we add more classrooms later, we'll have a place to attach them. We're going to build it with a solid foundation that'll support 2 stories. Right now, Sarah and Melchora are having a meeting over there discussing finances and such, and Sarah is our director for PEG Partners, our nonprofit, and Melchora is the director of the school here, of Escuela David Lamote. And so these 2 little guys apparently are helping them with their meeting. I imagine they'll get bored pretty soon. Okay. So this school is bilingual. It's truly bilingual, not just nominally. And the 2 languages in which they do teaching here are Spanish, which is kind of the lengua franca of Guatemala, where that people use for business and education and such, and Tzutujil, which is the local Mayan language, which is a 3,000-year-old language. These folks have been here a long time. And so part of the work we're doing here is cultural preservation, because when you lose your language, you lose a piece of who you are. So it's exciting that, well, these kids, their parents are not literate. They don't read and write for the vast majority. We're talking about maybe a quarter, maybe a third of their parents can read and write even a little bit. And that would be in Spanish, not in Tzutujil, which has not traditionally been a written language. But we have a teacher here who's teaching these kids to be literate in their own language, which will help them when they move to Spanish. Hi, buddy. Everybody's coming back now from the big field trip. Hola. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off because I gotta go hang out with these kids. But wanted to show you around a little bit. It's a very exciting time for us here. The excitement is building, as they say. So thanks for being interested, and we'll hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.